What's going on, everybody?
The Google Fi
Having
number you have called is not
difficulties picking up W's audio today, so sorry for the extremely late start. These things happen sometimes. Technology doesn't want to freaking be fun. What's going on, everybody? How about that win for the Johnnies last night? Shout out to the Johnnies. Got the hat on. So I'm just gonna start the stream and hope that people get tuned in here and see what's going on as we try and figure out ourselves. We'll be here. Ba-da-da. Pop down window. Got W's audio. Brown's rank. Code of conduct. See, looks good. Don't know what I could possibly change on my end of things. That window. What's going on, everybody? I know it's not the normal Epis you're used to. This morning we are having some extreme technical difficulties. I don't know if it's a fault of my own or just having issues with W's audio at the other end, but these things happen. Sorry. Hopefully we're gonna get the show on the road at some point within the hour. We were hoping to go for an hour today, and it has been a struggle to get to the start. That's why I just decided to pop up the stream. Yep, W's calling me. Hang back real quick, folks. Alright, everybody, in a last-ditch effort, let me lower the music down a little bit right now. In a last-ditch effort, we're gonna see if W can get on his, oh, wait. Hold on, I want to see now, because I'm wondering. Ah, man, you know what? I think I may have figured it out. Let me see. Alright, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. Happy Friday. It's a beautiful thing. I've been on family leave, so I'm not like tuned into what day it is right now. I'm just going with the flow, doing my thing. So when you're on, when you're just home most of the time, you kind of just forget what's going on with life and what day it is. I barely go out and like have to drive around and everything. But I'm keeping busy with the kids, doing my thing. We're just trying to get Dubby in here, having extreme issues, and I think it's because of my stupidity, because, you know, I'm cramming, doing this. Where are you? You're looking like that now. Okay, Dub, now it does show in Discord that your mic is muted. So toggle that. And in your video as well. We got Dubby's face. He's frozen though. Dub, coming in and out of Discord for me. About even to just disconnect you. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? Drop a comment in the chat. What are you doing? You got any plans tonight? Friday night? You got any plans? Doing anything? We're trying to get W in here. I've been having this damn issues since we started. It's been 55 minutes. We've been trying to figure this out for almost an hour. Now it's crazy. And again, probably all because of my own stupidity. What's the plans for the weekend? Anybody? Come on, it's Friday, Saturday. You know, weather's nice, at least where I am. I'm sure the weather's beautiful down in Florida as well. Let's come on, Shimon. Can we get the man in? This music's a little too high, maybe. Thanks for stopping by. If you guys want, you don't want to watch us here on Twitch, you can go over to YouTube as well. We are on YouTube live right now. We got the simulcast going. So just check out Epis Radio on YouTube. We are there. Alright. Supposed to be episode 11. It's kind of turning out to be a test stream right now because just of the issues that we're having. Hey everybody, we got W here. Want to see if anybody's in the chat right now. I know a couple of people were tuned in just a moment ago. Let me see if I can get Mooncake's attention. Here, W. I'll shut off the music too. So, hold on. I hear you now. I hear you a little bit. You're very faint. I can hear you. I can hear you now in Discord. I'm picking you up. Testing, testing. I need you to test me. Test. Alright, your audio's now there, but it's just like a little bit low. Yeah. It's just a little low. Yes, it's just, again, it's like low. We need, the way we fixed it before in the past, it's either you're not close enough to the mic or you're, it's not picking up properly. There's maybe an issue with the wire, something like that. Hey everybody. Anybody in the chat right now? I know we got 7 viewers here on Twitch. Anybody let me know if you could hear Dub. We are... Hold on. Testing. Give me a testing.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, that's fabulous.
4,
what
5,
did you do?
6.
What did you just do in the last 10 seconds?
It works, doesn't it?
Yeah. What did you do
1,
in the
2,
last...
3, 4, 5.
What did you do in the last 10 seconds?
All right. Remember when we were talking?
Uh-huh.
When we were talking, you can hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you. Yeah, I was asking you.
Yeah, when we were talking and we were doing different troubleshooting things, and you were telling me about the input or the output. I changed it. Then I changed it back because that wasn't the problem. So
Okay.
I went and changed it back. Yeah. And I put it through the camera. So we're good to
Okay.
go.
So, all right. So, listen, these things are going to happen sometimes.
So we're on at 11 exactly.
We're on at 11. We said 10:30, but that's right. We've been going for half an hour. I thought we were on the stream with 10. All right, Dan, good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Yo,
all right.
Dan is
Jeez. Man. All right. We've been battling technical difficulties. Let me lower my mic a little bit. Should I, or is it too far away? Let me lower it a little bit. We've been battling technical difficulties for the last half an hour. Let's get this show on the road. I'm going to hit the intro. All right, we are simulcast on YouTube and Twitch. It is a beautiful Friday morning. Epis Sports Radio, episode 11, starting now.
Broadcasting from the capital of sports, it's the Matty B Show. Right here on Epis Sports Radio. Matty B. On Epis Sports Radio.
Swung on and hit in the air. To deep right center. That ball is high. That is far. It is gone.
On Epis Sports Radio.
Very deep is right. Hits one deep to left field. Higley back near the wall. It's in the air. A Mets win the ball game. A 60-point game for Kobe Bryant. It's up by 3. It's over. Eric Decker holds it in. The Jets win in overtime.
Sports Radio. On Epis Sports Radio.
What's going on, everybody? How we doing? It is Friday morning. It's your boy Matty B, Epis Sports Radio, episode 11. Johnnies, we did it. We moving on. It's a beautiful thing. Let me get the basketball scene up, baby. Can you see it? Can you see it? All right, we're moving on to the next round. We're going to play Arkansas tomorrow. A lot to talk about with my Red Storm. Very excited to get the show on the road. We've been having some difficulties this morning just with audio, and that's how it goes sometimes, folks. But the Johnnies did it. They found a way. Really convincing win last night against who was it? Who did they play last night? I'm already forgetting. Doesn't even matter. Omaha. Yeah, that's right. Omaha got out to a hot start, 7-0. Kind of typical Johnnies game. You know, they fall behind a little bit early, off to a slow start. They tend to do that a lot. You know, they're not an explosive offense. Although we're starting to see last 2 games the offense really rise up. Oh, Dub, I gotta fix that camera. We'll go with that one. So yeah, you know, off to a slow start. Omaha jumps out to a 7-0 lead. You're feeling a little bit nervous if you're the Johnnies, but they come right back on a 7-0 run themselves, tie it up. It's a little bit back and forth. Omaha was kind of controlling a little bit, but that defense was relentless. You know, kind of a lot of issues offensively with the offensive rebounding. They gave up quite a few offensive rebounds last night, St. John's. That's a bit of a concern. I don't know if you get away with that going up against a team like Arkansas. But, man, you know, somehow find a way to, you know, just explode in the second half. And they really went on. And not only did they cover that spread, but they really blew them out convincingly. 83-53 win. R.J. Lewis with 22 points. I love this kid, RJ, man. He's really got it in him. You know, you seen in the Big East game, the Big East championship game, he really went off. He had 2 points in the first half and went off in the second half, had 27 points. Finishing with 22, more of a collective effort last night for the Johnnies. A lot of help from their bench players. It was good to see all in all. And again, you know, end of that first half, tight game, you're kind of feeling like, oh man, is Omaha, you know, gonna, you know, pull this upset? But there was no question, you know, come second half, they were all about it, and they just stomped hard on Omaha. Dub, how you doing? I know it's been a frustrating morning, my friend. Episode 11, we're here, man. What's going on?
Yeah, what's up, Matty, man? We made it, guys, finally.
We are here.
Yeah, we had a little run this morning, and then we good, though. It's good. Friday, man.
It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. Looks like good weather down there.
It's always all good after you go through it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, St. John's, man. They were heavy faves, like you said, 19, and they won by 30. They were up by 5 at the half. After, you know, struggling a little bit, but like it's Omaha. You know, it's a 15 seed. They're supposed to pound them, and they did.
Yeah.
But the thing about St. John's going forward, Arkansas is going to be a tough matchup tomorrow. So you get through that, get to the Sweet 16.
Indeed.
You know, so what they say, Matty, survive in advance, right?
Absolutely.
So that's what you do. As far as them going forward, or as far as making a Final Four, you have to go through Calipari, Patino-Calipari matchup. They meet again. They've been here before, the rival coaches. They go back 30 years. Their rivalry between both of them coaching in Kentucky, both of them being coaches known to raise programs wherever they go. Calipari's in Arkansas with Memphis, with the D-Rose Memphis team, and Chris Douglas Roberts and those guys. The Kentucky teams that they both had. Calipari with UMass and so on and so forth. And now here we are with Patino resurrecting this St. John's program, which was dead for 25, 30 years, almost 25 years. They had a run with Artest and those guys a long time ago. But as far as this team right now, the Johnnies, man, they're very athletic. You're talking about the offensive boards. Omaha was on the boards, but St. John's were always on the offensive boards. I think they had they had 14 of them. Right here,
yeah, 11, but Omaha had well into the 20s, bro. Omaha had well into the 20s. Well, I think it was like 23. It's a bit of an issue.
And they lost by 30.
I know. That is, I mean, it speaks volumes about how weak Omaha is in terms of offense.
Athleticism. St. John's is tremendous athleticism. If they can make some jump shots, and they did last night, late in the game, they're gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Because effort-wise, it's there. They're gonna be a problem, and they have the coach whose his track record speaks for itself. And like I said, he's facing another coach whose track record speaks for itself. So, it's going to be like the irresistible force meeting the immovable object with those masterminds and their players. But at the end of the day, the coaches don't make shots. So we're going to see. But it's the tournament as a whole, Matt, In an hour. We got more round 64 games. That's at noon. Yeah, you gotta love it, man. The upsets. They're here. McNeese State yesterday.
Yeah, McNeese was a huge story. McNeese was big time huge story. Love the aura. You seen the videos about their little the manager guy, coach's manager, student manager that they have.
I posted it. Yeah. I posted it on my story.
Really cool. Apparently he signed an NIL deal. First ever manager to sign a deal like that. So it's really cool. And listen, when you got a team that's vibing like that, who knows, where they can go in a tournament like this, man. We've seen it before in the past. That's that type of energy that you need. And they're a good team, man. They're a good team. I'm not going to knock them. They played hard.
And that's what the tournament is about, man. That's what the tournament is about. I'm a big fan of the tournament. This is something that I've always liked since, I haven't really lost passion for the tournament. I mean, maybe a little bit, but still, I still get into it. I didn't fill out a bracket, but I seen the brackets. I'm watching as much as I can. I got to go work today, and I've got to be there early. So I'm gonna try to get a little bit, like a little half hour, a little bit, but as much as I can get. It's a great time, and it comes and it goes. It's fast. You got these games Thursday through Sunday. That first week, boom, you got 12 o'clock games. Bang, 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 bang. You got 4 at a time. You got a 12 o'clock. You got a 12:40. You got a 1:30. Then you got a 2 o'clock. Boom. Right. 4 games. Then you got the next set that starts at about 3 o'clock. And I love this time of the year. You got end of the regular NBA regular season. You got the MLB coming up, so this is a great time of the year for sports. So,
just to touch back on the Johnnies a little bit, the hometown favorite here. A lot of big celebrations here. It was great when they were playing the Big East championship game. I was out to dinner with my son, and there was a lot of energy in that restaurant. It was a beautiful thing. Everybody's watching the game. Yeah, I'm in Queens. I'm in the epicenter, man. I'm like 20 minutes away from the college, It's just a beautiful thing. First win for the Johnnies since 2000 in the NCAA tournament. All right, last time they won in the NCAA tournament, Rick Pitino was coaching the Celtics. Okay, so that that shows you how far back it's really been. It's a big deal around here, man. He didn't even go to Kentucky yet. He wasn't even at Kentucky yet. Right. It's insane. It just goes to show you how hard it is to actually succeed in this tournament, to get there. That's why when you hear things like St. John's, or you hear things like McNeese, the Cinderella stories that we've had in the past, right now, I wouldn't say McNeese is probably the biggest story. There's not too many huge upsets. Was there a big round 1 upset that I missed somehow?
McNeese State was the big one. There was some double digits. Right. Remember I was telling you Drake was an 11.
Drake was, but there wasn't a big one, right? There wasn't a 15 knocking out.
McNeese a 14.
McNeese is a 12.
They were 12? Okay,
they were 12. Yeah, right. They were 12.
That's the biggest upset.
That's what I'm saying. So it's even then, some people are trying to downplay.
There were no
huge
close games in those big. A&M beat Yale 80-71. Mm-hmm. UCLA, they trounced Utah State yesterday. I'm surprised. I'm glad you didn't go and take that.
I think I did actually. It's all right. Yeah, of course. I was the second.
I was watching that game. That was the late one, and they were coming on late against Texas A&M, but we know what happened. They lost by 9.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. Listen, who knows? I mean, there could be some upsets. You got Duke going today, right? Against Mount St. Mary's as number 16. I mean, that would be insane if Duke lost. Duke's literally a 32.5 favorite. So that would be interesting. But outside of that, I don't know. You got Liberty against Oregon, a 12-5. You got Akron against Arizona, 13-4. That's coming on 7:35 today. Who knows? Maybe a little fireworks there. There's a lot of good games on hand today if you're available. I know it's hard for some. This is that time of the year where everybody's cramming, trying to find ways to watch. you're at work, you're in school, whatever, you're doing your thing. I'm fortunate to be home where I can just, do my thing, kind of sit back with the kids and watch it. But even then, I'm not locked in a lot. I was definitely locked into the Johnnies last night. I'll be honest with you, though. I was starting to slip there in the second half, right? I had to, cut out. I was like, babe, let's go lay down in bed. I don't know if I could get through all of it. I did. I took a little shower at halftime. I was like, okay, they rejuvenate, get back in bed. And by the time, I was out, it was pretty much a done deal, with that game, with that result. But it's a beautiful thing, man. I love this time of year for watching all this. Apparently, we're having some issues right now. W, back in, baby? You good? Yeah, audio, bro. I got your video.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll take care of that. Go ahead.
All right, same thing with the audio. It's a little low, but just like before, maybe try to. Yep. Yeah. So I mean, listen. There's a potential for some big upsets today, I guess, right? Some Cinderellas. You got Norfolk State again going up against Florida. Florida is one of those teams. Florida, Duke. Those are the top tier teams. Some good matchups, though, tomorrow. That's really, you got Gonzaga going up against Houston. That's an 8-1. Gonzaga coming off a nice win, strong win, 89-68 over Georgia. Really, asserting their dominance over Georgia right there. Love to see it. Who knows? Who knows what can Gonzaga do? Houston really coming off just an easy win. Who they play? SIUE? Who the hell is that? But they trounced them 78-40. SIU Edwardsville Cougars. They went 22-12. Man, they had no chance. 40 points, 16 in the second half. Freaking the Houston Cougars, 31-4. Good year for them. 52 points against them in that first half. That's insane. So, you start to look at the bracket. At this point, I believe all the brackets are pretty much busted. I think there's a few out there. There's a less than 1% percentage that brackets that exist. And that's kind of, remarkable in itself when you look at a team like McNeese. For somebody to predict that, you look at a team like Drake moving on, like W mentioned before. Drake winning over Missouri, 67-57. Huge win for Drake and that program. Really just elevates that program to a new level. And now you see them going up against the Texas Tech. That will be tomorrow at 6:10. So just a lot. Texas Tech minus 7.5, by the way. Again, it's just amazing to see, all the storylines, to feel it, and it's only going to get crazier. But to actually find a way and to call that, I mean, if there's some brackets left, I mean, you picked Arkansas over Kansas, which is not the craziest pick, but still, big, Drake over Texas, right? McNeese over Purdue. Pretty good. It's hard to do that. What I'm saying? The rest is all right, kind of expected. Johnnies, obviously. You got a lot of games on slate today. Still, we're still in technically the first round. The second round hasn't even been set yet. So a lot of those first rounders all of the first rounders are going to complete today at some point. I don't know when the thing's getting kicked off. What's the earliest time? It's looking like 1:30. Is there a 12 o'clock game here?
All right, Matty.
Hey, there he is.
See this shit all fritzy?
Yeah, it's Fritzy, but it's all right. Let it be Fritzy. It was getting crazy, right. Fritzy, before.
You were going off, man. You were really hitting that tournament. I was like, yeah, Matty, yeah.
I'm ready, baby. I'm ready.
I wanted to retort so bad. Yeah, man. You were talking about a lot of good matchups in that second round tomorrow, and then they're gonna set up some more matchups when they have the first rounders today, the second half of the first rounders. And like you said, that Gonzaga, Houston, bro. That's a good match. Gonzaga's
Yeah,
an 8 seed.
yeah. It's a
They didn't
great
have the greatest
matchup.
Season. Their conference has gotten tougher. I think they got 2 teams out that conference this year, maybe 3. Usually they get one. The last few years they've been getting 2. Pacific's been getting in there, and other teams in that conference. And so Gonzaga's had a tough time in the conference. The conference got better.
Yeah.
A lot of their West Coast players are going there. Obviously NIL, and like you were talking about with Drake, anything could set your program off, and you get a good player. You know, give them a couple shekels, and you know you got a team that can compete. But Gonzaga, they got an 8 seed because they played such in that tough conference, and they're going to be dangerous tomorrow against Houston, man.
And it was a
If
dominant.
Houston could take care of them, you need to look at them going forward. Like, yeah.
You have to acknowledge them a little bit because it was a dominant win over Georgia. It wasn't like it was even
Dominated
remote.
the SEC, Georgia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they say that the SEC is the best conference in the country in basketball. That's
Right.
what they're saying. Alabama's in, Arkansas's in, Kentucky's in. There's a whole bunch of these teams are in Georgia, Clemson. Clemson's ACC. But, you know, you get my drift. I think Mississippi plays at 12. They're SEC. A&M is a bunch of SEC teams. And all SEC's in there practically.
You know what's kind of crazy, too, about that Gonzaga game, bro? They shot 60% from 3. That's ridiculous. I don't know. I'll try to find how many they put up.
What is the number in
But
that
that's
game? Lamar?
ridiculous.
Can you get that?
Which one? Gonzaga game? Gonzaga, Houston. Houston's minus 4.5. And that's an 8:40 start for tomorrow
And the money
night.
line, what, 150?
Yeah, probably. You know, they at most. You know, what? Yeah, what are they gonna? They're not gonna give you that much. Yeah, imagine minus 4.5, something like that. It's not gonna be any more than 200 for sure, right? You know, but yeah, that's a great game. Do you think that's the premier game tomorrow, or is it the Johnnies game against Arkansas? A lot of people are saying Johnnies Arkansas, especially the time slot that they gave them. It's a midday game. So, you know, even though it's not like, it's a prime slot, I think. It's a 2:40 game. It's a prime slot, you know, on a Saturday, you know, I think for a lot of viewers, especially a lot of college kids. I know, you know, things are happening, families, kids got bowl games, things like that. So, you know, I don't know if everybody's going to be as tuned in, but I would think so. You know, you'll see it at the kids' games, the kids' practices, the parents with the phones on. Yeah, I'm sure you'll see it, whatever. Some kids, you know.
Missouri's a SEC team, too, and they got beat by Drake.
All
so
right.
SEC is taking a couple of hits.
That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah. Well, Drake, you know, it could be just like up there with McNeese, I was saying. It's one of those Cinderella clubs right now, at least.
Drake is looking at Drake's got a tough matchup, man. I think they got Wisconsin next, I believe.
No, it's Texas Tech.
It's Texas Tech they got next.
Yeah.
Who did Wisconsin pummeled someone yesterday?
Wisconsin. Let's see.
The Big Ten was handling business yesterday, bro. They were handling business yesterday. They were standing on business.
Wisconsin.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
85-66 over Montana. They just played Montana. Right. They just smacked them around. So that's a good game, though.
Wisconsin's a 3, right?
Wisconsin's a 3, and now they're going up against BYU. BYU beat out VCU.
That's all right. That's gonna be a good. That's gonna be a nice one, right?
That's a nice game too. But I think I don't know. I think the St. John's matchup. I don't know if I'm being a homer, but I think the St. John's matchup. You know, with the coaches, Pitino, Calipari, it's got right.
Yes. It's gonna be the top,
and they haven't. And we'll talk Arkansas's history a little bit. Like, when's the last time they've been, you know, done something? I mean, I know Calipari.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, right.
Since Nolan Richardson, probably, and those guys in the '90s when they were winning championships, they were very good back then. They were very good, and it's been a long time. They were very good in the '90s.
Is this Calipari's first year with them? When did he go over?
Yes,
it is his first year. Okay, yeah.
Pitino's second.
Yeah. And now
Pitino and Calipari, they wear out their welcomes, they have their scandals, and then they move on. They get rid of them, you know, because Calipari and Pitino, they were doing NIL deals before the NIL. Let's be for real, bro.
Yeah.
You got these teams in Kentucky, DeMarcus Cousins, John Wall, and Anthony Davis, all these guys on the same team. Like, come on.
Okay,
These
yeah.
guys, do you know the scandals? Remember Patino at Louisville?
Right.
You know, that was another stop that Patino made, the Louisville stop. And they were very good, too.
So
I believe,
1994, bro. 1994. I was looking up when the last time Arkansas won. 1994.
When is the last
Wow.
time they had any success? Yeah, they won a championship in '94, and then they lost. They went back to back. They lost the second one. They lost to UCLA in '95.
But what do you rank?
Yeah,
What do you
old man
rank success? Like a Final Four appearance, or like a round of 16?
They
You
had,
know.
or just any year round of 16. They don't even do that. They don't even make the tournament. You're right. They
Right.
fell off. That's why they went and got Coach Cal. That's why. Same reason. St. John's, they bypassed the scandals, and all the, the pay for play scandals,
Mhm.
and they brought him into the Catholic school. Don't worry about it, Coach.
Mhm.
We all make mistakes. God forgives. Come on, let's go with some games. Let's go, baby. Yeah, at the end of the day, we just want to win, man.
Oh, man.
Like you even said, people want to win. Like I trashed Power on the last couple shows, but if they brought him in, I wouldn't want him. But if he started winning, I'm not gonna bitch.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be complaining. I'm like, yo, you can be like, yeah, you didn't want him. I'm like, yeah, I didn't. Did we win last night, right? All right. People want to win. People want to win. We'll worry about how we won later.
By the way, just a quick footnote: Trevor Bauer is dominating the Mexican League, and in the previous league, he set like serious records. By the way, so he was phenomenal last year. By the way, okay, yeah. You say that, but the Mexican League is super competitive. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, but
Yeah.
I'm not laughing at the Mexican League. I'm laughing at you pulling up the Trevor Bauer stats of the Mexican League.
I looked in. I don't have them in front of me now. I looked into them recently, and yes.
Someone's
Alright.
gonna sign the guy, man. But it ain't
It's
gonna
not
be
happening.
good.
He's filing like a major lawsuit against baseball
So
because
he's
of
not gonna
it.
get
It's
signed, man.
he's just gonna win another lawsuit because of
He gets some
defamation
money.
and
Yeah,
that's
he's gonna
all,
get
yeah.
some money.
That's
He
all.
gonna get some money. He gonna get that Cap money when they didn't let Cap come back.
Yeah.
He's gonna get some money, but he's not playing the game he loves on the big stage ever again, bro.
Yeah. Well, probably not. No, that's not
Probably
happening.
not.
Yeah,
You ain't 32. I don't know, bro.
Yes. Let me fix your
Never
camera
say
real
never.
quick.
Yeah, but so.
I'm just fixing
So
your
has
camera
Rodgers-
real
so-
quick. Hold on.
All right. So has Rodgers signed yet? We'll talk about a little bit of Aaron.
I don't care
I'll try
about
to get a
Rod.
little
I don't
bit
want
of-
to talk about him. I don't care about him.
You don't want to talk
No.
about?
I don't want to talk about what the fuck. There's no point. I'd rather talk about
Minnesota. You don't wanna talk about
Jameis
the-
Winston.
you don't wanna
You
talk
know,
about-
when's
you don't wanna-
Jameis Winston
you have to
signed? I'm not talking about Rodgers anymore. I'm so sick of the
Rodgers, how about-
conversation.
Wait a minute. What about the irony?
What? Who cares?
The irony. Well, you don't think it's worth bringing up? The Brett Favre parallel?
No, I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it as a Jet fan. We have a new quarterback. We have a new
Jets,
quarterback. We have a new coach.
He's going to Minnesota.
No, I don't think so, bro. I was hearing
You think
that he
he's gonna
might.
go to Pittsburgh?
I was hearing he actually is considering retirement
That's where he
now.
wants to go. I don't know if they want him.
I think he's considering retirement now. I think that's all over with.
Because it's not working out where he want to go. And
It's
stuff.
not working out. And I just Minnesota's the only place he's gonna go to that has like a real shot at winning right now. And I just don't think
Right.
it's gonna work out, bro. I just don't think it's gonna work out. I think those days are over
Right.
for him. I don't know.
He's not going to get his
know.
way, so he's going to quit. He's going to
Right,
retire.
it's just, and even if he didn't, and he tried to like fit into, it's just,
you are so over it. Listen,
your
voice is over it.
You know why I'm over it? Because that's all they freaking talk about, bro.
I've been over him a long time ago.
I've hit the point.
It's
yeah,
mentionable. I mean,
I've hit that. I've hit that point. I've hit that
He
point.
wants to get a deal on McAfee.
Yeah.
I think Pittsburgh is like they don't want him. He wants to do McAfee, and he want to play where he want to play. And
Yeah.
the teams that he want to play for don't want him to do McAfee. Pittsburgh definitely doesn't want that. Right,
Yeah.
Tomlin? The Giants don't want that. The Giants are going back to the Shador thing and looking like they have to get a quarterback. They have to.
Well, they still don't have one. I thought all the quarterback positions.
Dable still has not gotten his own QB.
That's crazy.
And he was supposed to be. It's 4 years. He was supposed to be fired last year. He survived.
So then they have to be going. They're definitely going draft, unless it's Rodgers coming back to them, which it doesn't seem likely at this point.
He's gonna get Dable. He's gonna get Dable fired, Rodgers, if he go over there.
Yeah.
Dable ain't messing with him.
Yeah.
He's not gonna mess with him. He's gonna get him fired, bro. This guy is on a thread. Him and the GM, right? They need to show some progress. They don't need to win the 10 games and go to the playoffs, but they need to show, because they have not ran their own program. They had Danny Dimes, Gettleman's guy.
Yeah.
They had chances to grab quarterbacks. They didn't.
Well, the way I'm hearing it too is like, man, there's people not even super high on Cam Ward or Shador. Like these guys, their draft positions could be falling.
And then Jackson Dart's trajectory's gone up.
Right. That's what I heard as well. So who knows? I would think, Giants are more than likely. I mean, it would be just an absolute downfall if they don't get one of these guys. Especially with their draft position right now. And the fact that they're still without anybody. I mean, Rodgers kind of makes sense because it's just an easy slot in for him.
The only quarterback they got on their roster
thing
right now is Tommy Cutlets, bro.
Yeah, and that's not going to cut it. I'd rather go with Jameis Winston. At least it's a little bit more vibrant. He's a free
agent, correct?
Yeah, he's out there.
He's a fill-in guy. Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So right.
So is Rodgers at this point. Rodgers is a fill-in guy too, but
not really because he's supposed to start. He will wherever he goes, he will be implemented as a starter. Jameis, not so much.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying. I'm saying fill in as in for I need you for 1 or 2 years, and that's it. Goodbye.
Jameis is not even a 1 or 2 year. Jameis comes in, he's gonna hold place. He's gonna be
right. Yeah, and I'd much rather Jameis because I think it's just less drama, less controversy. You know what you get with him. All right, I need you for this year, whatever. Boom, it's all good. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. With Rodgers, there's just so much nonsense.
It's different. Jameis is there. Jameis doesn't care. He's gonna back up. Whatever you guys need, he's there. He's gonna hold down the quarterback room. Yeah. He can have a young guy in front of him. He's not gonna trip. If he signs there, he's gonna be with the program, and that's why everybody loves him. That's why he's his longevity. We're gonna see this guy on TV, fab. But Rodgers is a totally different animal, man. He comes with an ego and everything else. The gray hairs, the I want this, I want that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's just too much. It's too much. It was too much with the Jets. It was just...
it's too much for you, but someone... You don't think there's anyone left?
Nah, I mean, if I'm the Giants, is that really going to elevate, is that just going to be a PR nightmare, getting him?
Stay away from him, man. I would rather have Russell Wilson than him. If you quarterback, it brings less
No,
problems.
thank you. I don't want him either. Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't want him either, but Pittsburgh looks like they're going to re-sign him.
I just can't. I can't stand listening to Russell Wilson talk.
But he's going to play. It's all about,
because
brings those problems,
I need to hear that BS as a Giant fan post game. What is he? Go Big Blue.
Giants need Dable specifically. Dable and Shane need to draft their quarterback. That's it.
Yeah.
Whether their quarterback is in this draft or not, it's too late to find out if they're in the next one. This is it. They could have got one last year. They could have got one 2-3 years ago. They didn't.
Yeah.
Here we are again. This is it. Shador's going to be there.
Well, you go back to the famous video of his son, of him asking his family, "Oh, who should I draft?" And
right.
Should have been Jaden Daniels.
Right. Yeah, Jaden. But Jaden, I'm going to give the Giants, he went before they went. They said that they wanted to trade up, but they couldn't. But they could have. If they knew he was going to be that good, they would have traded up. They would have found what they need.
Right.
So, if Shador is locked in on the Giants and the Giants are locked in on him, I can see someone hating on Cleveland. Anyone who would want him and jump the Giants, Cleveland will make a deal. But these guys like Abdul Carter, the Penn State pass rusher, he's supposed to be like, 2025 Micah Parsons, the new Micah Parsons. He's high on the board. And you got that other kid, the running back from Boise State, Genty, and he's on the board, so we'll see. We're getting to the draft. I think it's we're under a month.
Yeah.
Late April.
He'll be here before you know it, for sure. All right, we're not doing too long of a show today, so we got to get on with the subjects. All right, did a little football there, did a little March Madness, go Johnnies tomorrow. We'll recap at the end of the show about that. I got to talk about it because it's also been pissing me off. Another local team for me. And, I know, you're a long-time fan as well. The freaking Knicks, man. They dropped another one last night. All right. It ain't looking good. I know Brunson's not there, so it's like, how can you really gauge, this team right now? But just the demeanor around them, the post-game pressers, it's just not looking good. They lose 115-98 against the Hornets. Italy, just a team you gotta freaking beat. I know they're coming off a pretty good win on Monday against the Heat. Josh Hart, triple-double, doing his thing. But
8 season.
he does have 8. I think that's tied most, I think, for a franchise record. I think it was with Patrick Ewing, was it? I think so. I may be wrong on that. But, even with him, he hasn't been playing that well lately. It's been kind of an up-and-down performance for him. So, this is just something where it's like kind of like, okay, he finally had a good game, and it was a game he needed to win. Kind of a bit close there, but, they found a way. Then they lose to the Spurs, 120-105, just get smacked around, look lifeless. You got all the talk. You go back against the Warriors. They lose 97-94. Draymond yapping, doing all that. A lot of talk about that. We never got a chance to talk about that, what happened with Draymond. As far as I understand, he was just kind of yapping with Cat a little bit, or about him, saying that he was trying to avoid Jimmy Butler, that he won't play against him, which I believe, based on their history, Jimmy's definitely known to mess around with Cat quite a bit. And then you got a lot of the players were widely criticized for dapping Draymond up post game. I know it's a different league that we're playing in. It's different, different times, things like that. Back in the day, guys were not close. You want to use a Larry Bird and Magic Johnson as a reference. These two guys ultimately, in their early years, hated each other, right? And that's kind of how, it always was, right? We understood that well through the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. These 2000 babies, it's a different time. Everybody's, I think it's changed with social media. These guys work out in the off season together, so they have relationships, things like that. And there's been a lot of movement amongst the league, so guys have played with each other on different teams, things as well. So there's a lot of on the Olympic teams as well. It's just a lot of different ways that these guys have connected with each other, podcasts, what have you, right? But still, in the heat of the moment, you gotta back your guy up. I think it's a bit of a bad look when this guy's saying all these things about one of your big guys, and then you kind of dapping him up in like big public right there after a game where things were a bit feisty to begin with, right? It was a bit of a chippy game, so. Keep that same energy all throughout, man. You want to dap them up in a couple of days, get on the podcast, whatever. We can shoot the shit then or talk about it, mull it over, fine. But it's just a bad look. I'm not really bought in completely that this team has really gelled with Cat the way you kind of seen, the way this team was gelling last year. You know what I mean? Like with all the Nova boys and things like that. Cat coming in here, don't get me wrong, good for the team. Ultimately, I think they're a better product, not defensively. We've seen that, obviously. But, Yeah, I think they're a better product by a couple of games, at least overall, when you're looking at the overall number in the regular season. But, man, I don't know. It's a bit concerning, and especially now, you got a couple more games left going into we got 12, 14 more games left. It's just a bad look. It's a bad way to roll into the playoffs here for them. Like me and you were talking about privately, that third seed's pretty much locked up. Well, worst case scenario for it, but it's just I get concerned with this because they're not playing well, and I don't want my team bumping out in the first round after the what was supposed to be a super successful year. It'd be a bad look. I don't know. What do you think, bro? What are your thoughts?
Okay. I heard everything you said, my friend.
Yeah.
So the Knicks, like we said, they're locked in 3. They're playing mediocre basketball. They look like a team who's just, ending the season, a long season, bro. And it's kind of hard when they're not. Jalen's out. The Knicks have to just get themselves together and be ready for their playoff run. And like you said, but a first round exit would be. And they got teams that they're going to play in the first round who think they can beat them. All 3 of the teams that they'll play in the first round, possibly, whether it's going to be Milwaukee, Detroit, or Indiana. All 3 of those teams think they can beat the Knicks. And they kind of scare me a little bit, all of them. I'm going to be, we'll kill Milwaukee.
And Atlanta, bro. Like, Atlanta, too.
Atlanta's in that next tier. They're not going to get up in that 6 hole. They're going to be stuck in 7 and 8.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Back.
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at the records right now. It's Hawks at 33 and 36.
They're with Orlando 7 and 8, jockeying for position.
Yeah, they're like 6 out of the win column against Detroit, so that's not happening. Yeah, so it would be. Yeah, you're right. It'd be Detroit, the Bucks, and I guess Indiana if they fall off here.
And those are scary, man. The prospects.
Yeah,
but but I don't want. What I want you to take with a grain of salt is the actual playing right now, how they're playing right now. I think you just want to finish up, stay injury-free. I don't want them getting smoked every night or losing in Washington tomorrow after they lose to Charlotte. I'd rather not. But, the Charlotte game, we eat it, shit it out, forget it, and let's get rid of it and go move on. But what I must say is how far this team can go, I don't think very past the second one.
Yeah.
I don't think they have what it takes because with them being locked into 3, that means they're locked into a second round showdown with the C's, with the world champion Celtics. Come on.
Yeah.
Drew Holiday is going to be all over our best player, giving him hell. And he could get his buckets, but it's going to be draining. And then they're just going to be too tough, man. I don't like, you were talking about Towns also. Last year's team also, they took us on a heck of a ride, but they didn't have what it took. And they had to make the Towns deal. Even I love Randall. I defended him, but it was a deal that had to get made. And I don't think he's a problem. They have to get Mitch right. They're going to get Brunson back and just roll into that playoff series. If they have to play these guys 6 games, 7 games in the first round, but you can't lose that first round series. And it's not something that's impossible either. They can.
No, but it reminds me so much of like last year, bro. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like they're gonna win in the first round, most likely.
That first round matchup last year was a scary match,
right? But I just think it's gonna beat them up. It's going to be so physical, especially those teams. Milwaukee, Detroit, Indiana. It's just going to be physical. It's going to hurt them. Oh, my God.
I would want Milwaukee.
I would want Milwaukee, too. I would want Milwaukee, though, because they have not been playing well. Dame has not been playing well as of late, last month. He's all right. The numbers are down. I think they match up better there.
I would take the regular season, too, with a grain of salt. You know what I was telling you? I was like, this thing is like a red carpet affair. Everyone's showing off their suit and their shoes and their outfit. And that's what the NBA regular season is. You spin around, look at me. But when they go inside to the award show, that's the playoffs. That's the real deal. Who's going to win?
Yeah.
We don't care about the dress no more. Did you win the Academy Award? That's what it's like.
Right.
So give us something to do. I'm not discounting it back. Oh, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's not the regular season. It's totally pointless. Guys get hurt in the regular season. So how's it pointless?
No, it's a long road. It's 82. It's not as long as a baseball season, but it's a long season.
It's grueling,
it's grueling. Guys get injured, things like that, and there's some fatigue. What bothers me though, and especially it's like this game against Charlotte, man, it's just. You know,
Yeah,
I know you're
Charlotte.
without. I know you're without your best guy, but Charlotte's 18-51, dude. Like,
They really got the Hornets
like,
really got up for them
you know,
last night.
right? And like, you need to show a better effort, just a little bit. I get. You know, did they mail it in? They probably did. You know, or I just, they didn't come out with the same intensity early. Again, it just speaks about their depth, man. You know, they were always one injury away from being like kind of middle pack of the team, or even a bottom feeder team. You see it with Hal Brunson, man. Cat still scores, but it's like, okay, like he's just scoring, but his numbers are being negated by the other team's top performers. So
Yeah, he's not a defender.
Right, I mean, not in the sense that it's going to change the way the game is literally played. He needs that elite player. He needs Brunson and his team, just depth wise. When it comes to the playoffs, you know how it is. This guy's gonna go 7 or 8 guys deep at best. You know what I'm saying? If your top players are out there, our top players are gonna be out there, and that's the way Thibodeau's gonna coach, and he's gonna run these guys into the ground. When you're looking at it, going up against the Celtic team, if you're even fortunate enough to get a matchup against them,
We're staring at the Celtics, That's if you get through the first, it's Boston. Period.
Right, that's
Boston's
what I'm
not
saying.
Moving.
You know,
Cleveland's 10 games up on them. Forget it, Cleveland's gone.
Cleveland's 6 games up, but they're not catching them at this point. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, even though they're on a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're chilling. They're finally calm. They're chilling. And we're not. If I'm a Cav guy, if this is a Cleveland local, we're not gonna. We shouldn't panic. It's a long series. If I'm a Cav guy, they lost 3 in a row. They lost to Washington and whatever bum team they lost to.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Now they just got to be mindful of the standings though, because they are 6 games up. So
they can do that. They're allowed to do that.
They can't lose too many games down the stretch here, because Boston's not going to stop.
The thing with the Knicks is they're not going to move in the standings.
No.
So if they go 500 the rest of the way and lose to 2 more bums,
man, they could, bro. Pacers can get Pacers are 3 games back, bro.
Pacers lose. They 3 games behind the Knicks.
Yeah.
That's a
problem.
Significant lead.
That's a problem.
That's not the same thing as 6, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So Knicks could potentially. That's why I mentioned it at the beginning of the
red game last night to them, didn't they?
Right. Well, yes, they did, because the Pacers were on a 3-game winning streak and the Knicks are on a 2-game losing streak. So, it's not looking good.
3 days ago when I looked at the standings, the Pacers were 5 or 6 games back.
Right, and it's changed now. Right. So now, and you're looking at how many games?
They got to win some games, man. Yeah, you got to win some games. They need to go ahead and finish. How many games left?
13 games.
So you got to go 7 and 8 and
13
5,
games for the Knicks. I don't know,
7 and 6 will keep the Pacers off of you. But
I don't even know if they're playing at that. I mean, the last 10 they're 4 and 6. You know what I'm saying? So they have a losing record in the last 10. It's not good. That might help them a little bit. I don't know.
At the end of the day, this is going to be Tibbs is going to get blamed for this with the minutes.
Well, they're always going to get on him with that. But I think.
But they're getting. But
I disagree though.
The sluggishness. They are playing. They have heavy legs at the end of the year.
No doubt, but I think it speaks to their depth.
Cat is limping.
Yeah,
he gets bumped a couple. He falls. He's limping.
I think it speaks to their depth, though. I don't think they have enough depth. I don't think.
We said that in the beginning of the season.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you got guys. I know. He's just kind of unwilling to play him and all that. But
it's funny because before the season started, I made my proclamation on the Facebook proclamation. The Knicks don't have a bench. We're not going anywhere. That's what I put. I said we're not going to the conference finals or something like that. We're not going where you guys think we don't have a bench. And then all of this in between October and now, all the filler, Knicks this, Knicks da. At the end of the day, it goes back to the beginning.
Yeah.
And what you just said they don't have a bench.
Yeah.
They never had a bench. Shamet is not. He's your 7th man.
I mean, they don't play him. I mean, I always like Tyler Kolek, who they drafted. I thought this kid looked good, and Tibbs Tibbs never gave him the time of day, and he's done that before, bro. Who were we just talking about the other day? What was it, freaking McBride?
What about him?
Not Deuce. What's a Quinn Grimes. You know, going off, bro. And this guy was like forever not playing on this team. Like he was just here being wasted away.
He was a starter on the Knicks, bro. But he was the fifth guy to shoot the ball. He was the fifth option in the starting lineup. He never was gonna get that opportunity in New York.
Yeah.
Never.
No, I know.
Like
I'm saying.
now. And he's shooting the ball now, and he's on a losing team. He's taking 25 shots, 21 shots a night. He's averaging like 30 points, 32 points since he's been in Philly. It's ridiculous, no question.
Yeah.
And I tuned in, like watching what his repertoire, watching his bag, or so to speak. He could shoot the ball, you know. We knew he could shoot the ball. He was supposed, but in New York, he was just gonna be like, "Yo, go to the corner, kid, and wait." Right. And then he got traded. He got traded in the Bogdanovic Alex Burke deal. They sent him to Detroit.
Bogdanovic, yeah.
It didn't work out there.
Yeah.
And a young team, they didn't want him. For whatever reason, we weren't. Then he goes to Dallas. He gets traded for Tim Hardaway Jr. Dallas didn't want Tim. They traded Tim after the finals. Grimes was in Dallas all year. And then they traded him around the same time they dealt Luka. And he ended up in Philly. So this is his fourth NBA team. He came in with Miles McBride. They came in together.
All right, but like, for example, bro, like, all right, and this is a great prime example. For one, any future, just right off the bat, let me ask you, any future with Landry Shamet?
You said any future?
Yeah, any future with him as a player.
No,
right.
He's an NBA veteran.
All right, yeah.
He's not like
okay, Cameron Payne. Any future?
I mean, no, he's an NBA vet. He's the oldest player on the team.
All right, yeah. Precious Achiuwa, right? Any future, really? Like, he's good, whatever. But like,
Kolik's not playing over him.
No, I'm not saying Kolik's not playing over him, but Kolik could definitely play over Cameron Payne and Landry Shamet.
I can't. You're a little banged. It's a little banged up here.
Oh, sorry. But Kolik could definitely play over Landry Shamet and Cameron Payne. Man. Last night in the game, Landry Shamet played 19 freaking minutes, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 points. I'd rather Kolik, who's got a major.
I never liked him. I don't like him.
I mean, I hate him too. I'm just saying. I don't
play Kolik over him. I don't want to play
Kolik
over Payne, but I play him over Shamet. But Shamet is a bigger guard.
That's the one thing I don't care.
He's not rebounding.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you ain't even rebounding.
Right, exactly. When you're putting up zeros across the board on your freaking stat line, and you're playing 19 minutes, I could care less. I'd rather the young kid, Tyler Kolik, who's got energy, a will to play, a need to play, a will to prove, and do something, man. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's the time. Like, what are you doing? It's late in the season.
You should be playing Payne, Brunson, Payne, Kolik, and McBride in the backcourt.
For sure.
Right.
I mean, the fact that Kolak only played 2 minutes last night. Like, what? Really? Like, really? You gave Landry Shamet, who put zeros up across the board?
The Hornets led all night long.
I know. All the more reason why this kid should be putting up some more numbers. I don't, it doesn't matter. So that's the one thing I will say about Tibbs. It's like, I don't get that. He has this weird thing. I don't know if it's maybe during practice he doesn't like the work ethic. I've never heard any rumors about Tyler Kolek and a lack of work ethic. So, what is it? It's just he needs to pay his dues. He doesn't trust rookies. Like, come on, dude. Like, because he's always a veteran guy. You know that. He likes a veteran player. He's been a big advocate for him on all the teams he's coached, right? Always seems to get these role player type guys, veterans that are willing to get into that role. You can't tell me that Tyler Kolek is not willing to play a role, man. You can't tell me he's not willing to come off the bench for 15 minutes, get a little 10 points, couple assists, do his thing. Which I'm sure he's capable of doing, man. The kid can ball. I've seen it, you know what I'm saying? He was bowling in the G League. You can't tell me that he's no better than Bronny James, who put up 17 freaking points last night. All right, so...
Where did Bronny put up 17?
Bronny put up 17 points last night in a losing effort against Milwaukee and crossed up Giannis big time, bro.
Giannis grabbed
all right. Yeah, Giannis grabbed him. Should have been a foul, all right? Should have been a foul, too.
Bro, I
Good.
love it for Bronny.
Brownie's got a little. Brownie's got a little. Yeah, Brownie's got a little up there. Yeah.
Yeah, physically, look at him, bro. He's a unit, the kid.
He's good.
He's got an NBA body, bro. So,
yeah. Mob, what up, bro?
Low, bro?
Mob, what up,
Yeah, man, we haven't
what
been
up?
on this chat, bro. That's what I was about to say.
I got the chat right here. Nobody's been on it.
Nobody saying shit? Oh, okay.
I got the chat right in front of my face, bro. I don't like No, Mob just showed up, though. Rock Mobs, though. What's up, bro? Thank you.
Yo, Rock.
He said, got you all up on the big screen. What do you mean, the big screen?
Yo, Rock.
What big screen?
Love,
A big screen at your job? What are we we're doing a daily live show? No, he should be working right now. He works at the warehouse. He's doing his thing, inventory and things like that.
Have a day off. It's a Friday.
Maybe he's off.
little day drinking.
No.
Little Friday day drink. Shit, if I had work,
man.
that's what I'd be doing.
But yeah, I mean, listen, that's the only
It's a little
grind.
nippy out here, Matty. I must say, it's a little nippy out
It's a
here.
little
Don't get
nip?
it twisted. Whenever the
What temperature you got down there?
Yeah, it's a little nip. It's like 50 degrees.
Oh boy, it was cold this morning. It was cold this morning. Let me see. See what it says here. Yeah, it's chilly.
Oh my God.
43. It's 43 right
My neighbor
now.
just brought me something to warm me up.
Oh, hey.
My neighbor just
Hey,
came.
nice.
Yeah,
Cheers.
you good. Thank you. I got you too.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Got you.
All right, later. Thanks, neighbor.
That's a beautiful thing, huh? Yeah, little 1800 tequila. How about that? Nice.
So yeah, man.
Mob called out.
To run. What happened?
Mob called out. He said he called out. You're on the.
I told you, bro.
He says you're on.
Rob, you got it.
You're in
Little
my
day
60-inch in the living room. That's funny.
A little day drink? Yeah, bro. As soon as I said a little day drinking, she turned the corner with that. Beautiful. What a great woman. Fantastic neighbor. Fantastic. She's from Detroit.
That's a beautiful thing.
Man.
How long she been your neighbor for? You known her for a long time?
About 2 years. Yeah, about 2 years now. Yeah.
Nice.
Neighbors, man. Yeah, man. So it was cold this morning, bro. I go inside. I put the short sleeves. I went back out the hoodie, bro. It was 49 for the run.
Yeah.
So for here, I know, guys. I don't want him to sound like a jack off for the people up top, but 49 is cold here, man. It's
I
always
mean,
wet.
that's definitely, if it's in the 40s in Florida, that's chill.
Yeah, and it's always moist out here too.
Yeah,
So it's still moist. 49. You got
It's weird.
fog on you. 49. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I know.
And then
I
from
struggled
49,
with
it's
that.
gonna be 75, probably the high.
When I was
you were here, right?
Yeah, when I was down there and I went for my run, it was like the temperature. I'm like, okay, it's good. Like it was in the 50s. I'm like, yeah, this is perfect. I think it was like maxing. I think it was maxing out at like 61 or 62. But man, the freaking humidity still was bad, bro. It felt like once you start to heat up, that humidity was wearing down on you, as if it was like 70, 80 degrees. At least for me, because I'm just not used to that type of humidity. It's different down there, man. It's different. But yeah, it was like that. It was chilly this morning too, man. I took Maeve to school. It's freaking. Right now it's 43 degrees. It's cold. It says it feels like 34. Which I don't understand, by the way. I mean, that whole thing with the feels like versus the real temperature. If it feels like 34, then that's the freaking temperature. I'm sorry. I know, science, but, you know. So that's it, bro. I think we're about to come up on an hour on the show. All right, I know it's 12 o'clock. I know it's 12 o'clock for you. We wasted about freaking a good half an hour just trying to get in here because of technical difficulties. That sucked. But thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for hanging on. I appreciate it. We got through the show. We did our thing. Dub, I did want to bring up the whole, and I was watching the video that you sent me, that whole legal situation with the Crips, the whole thing. You know more about it than I do, but did you want to speak on it a little bit? Because that was some cool news. I think that'd be an interesting way to end the show. We can get some. Oh, Jesus. Am I crapping? Am I crapping out? Oh, hold on. I do want to test this out, too. I don't know if let's see. Hold on. No, I don't want that. Testing. Dubby? You hear me? Can I hear you? Oh, see, I can't hear you when you come in. Dub, talk for me one time. That's crazy, huh? I want to say... Alright, I won't fuck with it now. I'm gonna do it. Screw with it another time. I'm just trying to test something out as well. I'm gonna have to change that. But Dub, yeah, did you want to talk about it real quick, or do you want to talk about anything else? That whole situation with the legal situation with Big U, yeah.
I mean, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Rolling
let's talk about it
60s,
now.
you know. I don't know too much on it. I was watching a video you had sent me. I'm just fascinated by the whole thing. Honestly, it's a cool modern day story that has ties to some old school. Mobster gang affiliation, right? It's just the whole thing, and in modern day,
they accused him in the indictment. First of all, he has a murder in the indictment, so we'll get to that. But as far as the sports guys go, so Big U was just dice games, whatever. So allegedly, I guess Broner was fixed the dice game with a bunch of NBA guys. They didn't name the NBA guys in the complaint.
No.
In the RICO complaint, but they said that Adrian Broner, they had his initials AB. They said a professional boxer, a well-known professional boxer, initials AB shit, and he fixed the dice game, and so the guys realize that they're getting jerked off on their money. So they call Big U to help them. And Big U gets over there, they rough up Broner, and they get the money back. And then Big U charges the guys for some of their money back. Like, it's real racket stuff, bro. It's real Italian mob.
yeah.
So, but they wouldn't pay it. So the feds know all this stuff. So we don't know who's saying this, what they're saying. But they he also runs a non-profit organization for children and whatever, and all community stuff, whether it's charitable organization, whether it's athletics or education, after school things, whatever they're doing. But in the complaint, the feds are saying that Big U got donations from NBA players, Draymond Green, who you mentioned earlier. Draymond's a made man. That's why all those guys are kissing his butt. But I just want to say that. And NBA is, bro. So he's a made man. He's gonna be on TV forever too. So anyway, Draymond get Big U $20,000. Big U took the $20,000. He puts it in his own account. The feds got that. So it's a lot of So those guys, Big U, it was Draymond and Shaq. They're victims in the complaint. Those two guys. That's why they were named, because they're total victims. And then so Big U's been around a long time, since the 90s, man. Tupac talks about him on his records. This guy's been around a long time. He's 55-something years old. You know, he got on. After that, they arrested his gang, his clique, and Big U was the last one not arrested, so he was on the lam. He's over there YouTubing. He's over there live streaming like me and you, Matty.
Right.
Telling about, this is wrong, screaming his innocence. All of this is lies. This is a narrative created by boom, 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 boom. If you look at my my books, with the organizations, it's all good. They've called a lot of my celebrity friends, told them not to help me. They don't want to pick up my phone calls. Yeah, he's cooked. Then the murder, they say that he killed one of his artists. Like, he had some kind of riff with the artist, and they say Big U had him in the Airbnb in Nevada. They don't have proof of the actual killing, but the guy went in the place, and they didn't see him come out. And then the camera stuff was wiped up.
Right.
From the Airbnb, and then they found the kid in the desert. And then his lyrics match his actual murder. You know how he was murdered. Like, it's crazy, bro. So it's deeper than that as we close the show out. I wish I could get more into it. But, I'm definitely fascinated with that kind of stuff. That stuff is, bro, forget about it. And he's tied into so many things, bro. They're going to get him. They probably won't get him on it's the FBI, bro. The FBI, when they come, they come. They're saying this murder's from 2021. So they've probably been building the case. Yeah. You know, it's funny, man, when you look at this stuff and you look at all this organized crime modern day compared to the 90s or the 2000s or before with the Italian mob and the Jewish mob and even the black mob, the gangs and all that stuff back then. These guys are out in the open now, on the internet, you know, and like with a face like, you know, I'm not saying like Big U's not gonna be the first person to get a donation and put it in his pocket, bro. You know what I'm saying? Politicians, everyone does it.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, it's not looking good for that man. They tied a body to him. It's not looking good, bro.
Crazy, man.
Bro, we donate money, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, there's always a little bit of a cover-up, right?
Yeah. There's always a cover-up, a narrative, and it's, you know, but he is who he is, and you know they don't want people like him on the street.
Yeah.
So he has to fly right, and he doesn't. They're gonna get him.
Mm.
So yeah.
That's crazy stuff, man. Yeah.
We're gonna talk about it later. We'll see if anything goes from there. But there's more players coming. Their names will be and stuff. These athletes, they need to go home, or you could go gamble. Go to the casino, go gamble, bro. Go play craps with the dealer.
Right.
You know, Takeoff from the Migos got killed at a dice game, bro. Just standing there. Fucking hood dice game. These guys got all this cat. Come on, bro. These guys got all this currency on them.
It's crazy, right? Yeah.
The dice game. Not me ever. No.
All right,
Matty,
man. Yeah.
I'm gonna go kill this 1800, and I'm gonna go sit down for 30 minutes, and I'm gonna plot on my escape. Well, I'm not escape because I'm going to work.
Yeah.
My capture.
All right, just don't don't have too many of those now.
I'm gonna turn myself into the job.
Oh man, it's a beautiful
Bro, this
thing,
guy's
man.
in his car, bro, with his kids and his wife, and he's talking like he's his big dad, granddad, and you know, it's a shame what's happening. I just wanted to help the community. I'm like, come on, Big U. You wanted to help the community on your terms, bro. Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, before we head out today, just want to let you know this Sunday we will be coming back on. We are going to be doing a special segment about the upcoming Major League Baseball season. We are going to go over what do we decide? We decided NL Central and AL Central for this Sunday. So we're going to be giving all our predictions, just thoughts, storylines about those two divisions. So we're going to be doing Sunday, Tuesday, and then Thursday on opening day. We will finish off the divisions with the NL East and AL East. So we're starting that segment on Sunday. So please join us. Right now, we are slated for 10:30, 11 a.m. start. So just, make sure you follow, subscribe, set the notifications for on, just so that, you get that notification when we do go live. And, follow our socials for any updates. Going forward, we post the updates on the stories on Instagram, on both W's and Epis Radio Instagram. Check us out on YouTube for daily, shorts, and also weekly lives. We will be simulcast on YouTube and Twitch Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and for the foreseeable future, as long as things hold up and look good. Pretty good today. We didn't have too much issues with the simulcast, I think, on our end. You heard, right? I mean, you heard me pretty good.
When your sound went fritzy, you just groove right in. Whatever the hell you do, you just do it.
Yeah.
The
so it seemed okay.
Stuff, I just figured out how to fix it without going totally off. Just now, I just figured it out. I just tried something. It worked. Hopefully, that'll keep working.
All right. Well, so there you go. Listen, it's a work in progress. Thank you for everybody that did tune in and hang with us this morning. We we had a rough start. We were supposed to be here 10:30. Meanwhile, we didn't come on till 11. But we were here hanging, trying to make things work, and we did. We found a way to do another hour show. So it's a beautiful thing. We're gonna have some shorts of this show coming up in the next couple of days. I have some other shorts coming out on YouTube and Epis on the Epis page on Instagram and Facebook. Again, big win for the Johnnies last night. That was a big story for us locally. Hopefully, the storybook.
Sunday, we'll talk about what happened with Arkansas.
Right. So we're going to have a recap of the Arkansas game. If all goes well, I might even give you a live reaction during or after the game for tomorrow. Right now, the Johnnies take on Arkansas, the 10th seed. 10 against the 2. Tomorrow at 2:40 p.m. SJU. My Johnnies are -6.5 favorite in that one. They were a freaking 19-point favorite in last night's game and somehow were able to cover that W. Proved me wrong. I was like, hell no, no way. And my theory almost looking good in the first half, but that really changed quickly in the second half.
I want to give you a quick parlay. I took the 12 o'clock, yo. It's 12:08 right now. I took Baylor to win the Mississippi State 9-8 game, and I took them with Alabama -20 against who's Alabama playing?
Okay, is that I believe that's the first game in today, right? You got Baylor and Mississippi State.
12 o'clock right now. Baylor Mississippi State is underway, and Alabama Robert Morris is going to come on at 40 minutes after the hour.
Nice. That Baylor Mississippi is a good game right there, right? That should be a good matchup.
I love putting 8-9 games.
Yeah.
And you know what? Statistically, the 9 seed has beaten the 8 seed almost 60%.
Well, that's a toss-up game, but that's a cool stat. That's a toss-up game.
The 9 seed is won like 50% of the games, and that's interesting. It's interesting. And it should be 52-48, 51-49 then, right?
Yeah.
60-40 is not a toss-up.
No, it's not. But these 8-9 matchups. That's basically
it's a 1-point spread, bro. It's a 1-point spread for sure.
Yeah, they got actually, hold on, Mississippi State. Yeah, Mississippi State's got the -1.5. Yeah, that's
a Baylor money line.
It's a beautiful thing. All right, folks. So we're gonna hit the outro soon. Again, thank you for showing up. As always, the motto is keep showing up. We will be back live on Sunday. So, like I said, keep those notifications on. We'll update you as soon as we can. Until next time, folks, it's all good. Dub, any closing comments?
No, man, we're going to show up Sunday.
Yes. All right, everybody, have a beautiful Friday. Enjoy your Friday night. If you're going out, don't drink and drive. Bet responsibly. Have a good time. Live, love, laugh, and just do your thing. Let's go, Johnnies. We will see you on Sunday.
Broadcasting from the capital of sports, it's the Matty B Show. Right here on Epis Sports Radio. Matty B. On Epis Sports Radio.
Swung on and into the air. To deep right center. That ball is high. That is far. It is gone. Very deep is right. Hits one deep to left field. Headley back near the wall. It's in the air. The Mets win the ball game. A 60-point game for Cody Green. They're up by 3. It's over. Eric Decker holds it in. The Jets win.